Alright, hello out there, Ruthless Racing Series Nation. As tonight we're going to bring you action from Texas in the dirt late models. Will be a 100% race, and I believe we're going to have a field of around 10 to 11 guys. So looking to get dirty out there in the Lone Star State. Got Anxious Yeti in the chat. He will be competing, the Project 62. As I hope everybody is having a good Thursday evening. And as always, thanks to everybody who supports us here at Ruthless Racing on YouTube, and then also supports Ruthless Racing Series by just simply coming in here and interacting with us every week when we put this on. Okay, so now we're going to try to get into the standings after Dover and the trucks last week. We got Typical out there in the lead, and with 163 points. Hollywood right behind him with 154. Henson behind them with 59, but locked in with that win at Dover. And then they're followed by Shepherd, Yeti, Lando, Redneck, and Sticky Rinhouse. And then that would be the playoff cutoff line with Travis, Jared, Animal, Viper, Snake Eyes, Evil Elvis, and Gas Hauler all below that cut line. But tonight we take on Texas in the dirt, and that will be our last odd series race here for this season in Ruthless Racing. The rest of the season is going to transfer over to Cup, and that starts right after this race at Pocono next week, followed by what we were thinking was going to be the new update. But I think that got pushed back for anybody who may not know yet. That is not going to happen because of audio issues. So they're going to push that back. But then after Pocono, we go to Auto Club, Bristol, Chicagoland, and then Sonoma. And that should be taking us into the next week being Thanksgiving, which we will not have a race that weekend. We will be on the holiday break. Then after that, we'll take on Richmond. And then our season finale will be at Iowa. And then after that, we'll have our all-star race, which will be Bristol Dirt. And we're hoping that the update will be out by then, because that'll be around mid-December. And we're hoping that that will take off around then, and we'll be able to race Bristol Dirt in the Cup on Heat 5. We're not quite sure how all that's going to work out, but that's the plan. Possibly a Bristol Dirt race on late model sliders was discussed, so we'll see. Nonetheless, it is actual Bristol track, just you can only play it with the Extreme Dirt Tour on here. And we'll save that playoff schedule for when the time comes, but that is supposed to start the week of Christmas, or the week before, the week Thursday before Christmas at Atlanta. So should be an interesting way to start off the playoffs. As we got everybody coming in here now, Everything NASCAR, thanks for coming in. Skew Car is in the house. Yeah, Celebrity Skew Car is in the house. But we're just waiting on that qualifying and those invites and all that, and we'll get to bringing you the action right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. As I'm sure green flag is not far from taking off. We got Yeti in the chat. It's just not dropping us any information. Yeah, share with your friends, share the live action for tonight, as we haven't started yet. So if anybody wants to get us out there, we're up to 240 subscribers now, something I thought that I would not be at this point. But here we are, 240 subs later, so I really appreciate it. That makes sense, Yeti. Trav Nation's changing into his racing dress. Alright. I'm trying to get everything figured up here. We'll have us a good race to bring to you all. But please share this with any of your friends. Once this action gets started, I don't shut up. I promise this won't be a lot of dead air when this action's going on, as I like to commentate on a little bit of everything. Trying to get the message out there to everybody. Setting up the new lobby now. That's awesome, everything. Uh-oh. You got Sticky out there making outside pole appearance here in the Ruthless Racing Series. Will this dirt turn a little bit of the standings? We'll see. We're just waiting on those invites. Somebody tell Typical to go live. We need them. Project 62 is Project 8 tonight. You're driving that 8-ball flame car. Insufficient controller battery. Unfortunate. Yeah, everything 240. Can't believe it. It's awesome. Okay, so now we're just waiting on that invite. That's all we're waiting on. Get this action started. I'm B-New Stu, bringing you the action here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. And all this is made possible by our content sponsor. I would like to call him SKU Car. And if anybody wants to check out the description, there's a few links down there for you to save some money. All through SKU Car. Let's see what the online world's looking like. Man, almost 2,000 races ran today. It's insane. But we've had a lot of good action here. In the Ruthless Racing Series this season, we have 3 different winners in, I believe, as many races, not counting the Clash. So tonight could continue that streak of new winners, or somebody might double up and take the bag home again, as this dirt does seem to throw in a different challenge for these guys. A lot of people aren't used to it, and some people don't practice it, but sometimes there's just that one guy that seems to catch that groove, and clean air on a dirt track seems to be where it's at. But I think these guys will have it figured out. I think we'll have us a good field out there battling it out. You tend to be able to bump a little bit more in these late models in the way you have to go through these turns. Sorry, I was reading comments there. But yeah, I think we'll see something different happen tonight. As I know a couple guys didn't make qualifying, so you can't really speak on it all. But you know, Sticky Wrenhouse. I don't know. I butcher it every time. But yeah, we'll see what he's got starting up there in second. I mean, that's a good starting position, and it's really hard to pass on these dirt tracks too. So, but it looks like they've got the lobby basically together, except for waiting on Trav Nation to put that dress on. I've gotten my invite, so Trav Nation, where you at, man? We need you to get in here. We've got the viewers. I don't know if Trav Nation's in the house. Yeah, we're up to 8 people in here and no Trav. But for anybody who's unfamiliar, this is the Ruthless Racing Series on Ruthless Racing YouTube channel, sponsored and brought to you by Skew Car. And I really appreciate anybody that comes over from his channel to watch us. And as always, really appreciative to Skew Car getting us out there and giving us all this great exposure. And it's led to 240 subscribers, and we're going into what will be our 4th race right here tonight at Texas Dirt in the late models. So thanks to everybody. Please stick around, as we're not far from that green flag, and we'll bring you all that action from Texas. Good question, Mr. Dino, and welcome to the stream. Who watching is from Skew Car, and obviously Skew Car himself. Alright, looks like we're about to get this lobby going, so without further ado, just waiting for the join message. Yes, Typical does have a stream up. I am watching that. Very appreciative of Typical. Shout out to Typical there. He is Typical 30 on YouTube. Typical 30 if you want to get a little bit of that Ruthless radio action. They're doing a roll call at the moment, so T-minus 1 minute till that green flag drops. Thanks for everybody who is joining. I like having a good crowd in here. This is going to be Texas Motor Speedway Dirt Track and Extreme Dirt Racing Tour. As these guys are going to take in the late models at Texas and try to get her done. 3 different winners in 3 races. And we'll just see how it goes. We're down to 30 seconds. Yeah, everybody watching, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell for Yeti so you don't miss any of that action on Thursday evenings. And any other time I may think about going live or post a video. And then we got one kid from West Virginia. Thank you for joining. Everybody joining, thank you, thank you, thank you. As we are about to be on the join. Just waiting for that join message. Okay. I'm joining now. Okay, hopefully we get in here, try to get all that action. Sometimes it just doesn't work out that way. Sometimes you get a message a little late or something like that. Hopefully I didn't jump in too early. That would be funny. I could bring you all the action from my seat. Alright, awesome. So we got Hollywood out there on the pole in that 2 car, and Sticky House right next to him as we get going here on Texas Dirt. As I don't have... Oh, we got one almost around in the first corner. As it's already pandemonium door to door all the way around the first stretch. As I'm not quite sure how to call this. As that 2 is working on that 12 already. Let's see who's in that 12. That's Sticky House. Let's see if he's got something for this dirt. Make us 4 new winners in 4 races, but this is a long, long race. Stage 1 is going to be 30 laps, as they're already going to the third. 1 around already. That pink car was all the way around. As this is going to be something to bring to you all tonight. 37 wide indeed. We got another one around right here in the front. Eats the pit wall. 14 takes out the 43 of Jared, and they are both around. Oh my goodness, what is going on? NASCAR Extreme brought to you by NASCAR. All right, now we got Bareback Rider at 14 recovering from that unfortunate incident. As you can see, these guys are not used to this. Animal in the 27 there. 37 the typical up here, fighting up here in this front bunch. Let's see how that's going to stay together. Oh gosh, one gets underneath them. What is going on here? Just so happens gets a little bit there. Henson in that 4 machine. Oh, Trav Nation down in the inside again. Oh, here's the 2 of Hollywood, door to door with that 12. What is going on? Look at these. Oh, we got them up on their sides, flipping over out of 4. Oh, but he resets quite quickly, like nothing ever happened, but he's going to do it again. Let's see it happen again. Oh, they're way around, spinning around down the backstretch. Oh, another one around almost in turn number 3. Man, this is absolutely carnage. Let's see what they're going to do about this, as they are on lap number 8 right now, as it is absolutely nuts out there. You can see Hollywood, he is kind of getting the groove on it, and then our second place sitter also staying in that position. He gets a little low here in 3 and 4. He's going to be up on the wall coming out, and he does. He gets a piece of it. And here we'll drop back to Anxious Yeti. Not sure where he's sitting at the moment, but he's got that cool scheme going in that 8 car. Project 8 for tonight. Thanks for everybody who is in here. Please like, comment, anything you'd like to see differently that you like seeing. And please subscribe. Every subscribe is appreciated. Oh, another one around. 27, 22. Sorry. Not quite. Oh, 27 hardened to the wall. So up here we've got something going on. We got Travis up there once again, just having a rough evening. Oh man, some of these guys are having a tough time on these on the centering here. A lot of these guys getting real deep and sideways. Hollywood's still out there having his own issue. I do believe we have a little bit of a lobby lag maybe. That second place car is not giving up though. He really wants to catch that 2 car. As you can see back through there, getting turned around once more. Oh, is there a car flipping back here? He's back down to the inside though. Yeah, we got some crazy lag going on right now. But oh my goodness, this is crazy. Unfortunate. This game is not really liking these late models tonight. As we're about 12 to go here in stage number 1. Oh, we got some more crashing going on back through there. I seem to have lost Hollywood. Can't seem to find him. Oh, there he is. Yeah, unfortunately, I do believe we have a tad bit of lag. As you can see, Hollywood has jumped out to a monstrous lead. I believe he's around half a lap. Nearly half a lap. Get it straightened out here. Oh man, we do have some guys wrecking though. That is happening. Although we do have some kind of lag issue as well. Oh no, I believe second place just got ruined by a lapped car. So the second place is now going to belong to Typical in the 37, I believe. But we're down to 10 remaining here in stage number 1. As no, I'm sorry, Typical is not in second. He is a lap down in 8th position, so if that tells you anything. of how this is going. As maybe the lag, maybe we're not seeing as much lag as we think. Maybe these guys really are having a hard time out here, as I'm not a real big dirt race enthusiast, but I do know that the tire wear plays very little role in how they're going to be racing here. And I think it's just all about the driver and how well you can control that throttle and how well your setup's built for this. Because I believe some of these sideways actions that we're seeing are just the drivers. Oh, we got another battle right here. Now Hollywood, on the other hand, I do believe he is having a little bit of a lag. We got 5 to go this stage. It'll be 4 at the line. Once again, thanks for everybody who stops by. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks to Skew Car. As we're down to 3 laps, Hollywood out to that demanding lead. A lot of the field laps down, as we'll see how this is going to affect. And we'll see who gets the free pass if that plays out on this track. Not quite sure. But yeah, thanks to everybody out there watching. It's much appreciated. We gained a subscriber before this, and then there is the first stage. So Hollywood will take stage number 1, as I believe Typical was able to get around, get that lap. So there's Hollywood, and we'll see how, I believe the 12th car might have been able to retain second. Not quite sure, but we'll get you the running order right here if it pops up. Alright, so Hollywood, Justo, Shepard, Sticky Renthouse, Jared rounds up your top 5. Then Yeti, Henson, and Typical was 6th through 8th, remaining on the lead lap. Bareback a lap down, Animal 3 laps down, Trav Nation 9 laps down. So Bareback will jump up to the lead lap, and Animal possibly getting a lap back. Not quite sure. 30 laps here in stage number 2 as well. As we'll bring you all that action live right here on the Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Please check out the description to save some money. All brought to you by Skew Car. Alright, as we get going, Hollywood's going to be in the pole, and we'll have Justo right there next to him. As it's a lot of pandemonium coming through this restart. Hollywood out there in the front, side by side with Justo. As they come around, Hollywood's going to take the clear-cut lead. Oh, one up into the wall, one down into the wall. The 11's going to stay right there on that 2, though. He's pushing that car hard. You know, you really got to stay with somebody here on these dirt tracks whenever you're racing them, because once they get ahead of you, that clean air, it does serve the greater advantage. As we can see, 14's already had enough issues to get lapped in this stage, 2 laps in. But he's going to be right there with the pack. Oh, can't quite get it done. Hollywood trying to jump back out to that monstrous lead like he had earlier on. Oh, a lot of carnage going on back there in turn number 3 as they come back around to the home stretch. And we are now going to be 5 laps in, one up into the wall again right here in turn number 1 and 2. And got some lag out of that one. That was pretty wild. We'll try to get on board with Justo, as he is running second. Has a good pack right there behind him, trying to catch and run him down. Oh, 37 of Typical, getting a little sideways there on the high side. We got one down on the inside. I believe that's Animal. Here's Typical making some moves. Got around Travis there, lapped car. And looks like Typical's working the 4th position right now in that 37 machine. As you can see, we got just a little bit of lag issue here on the stream, as that's unfortunate. So the drivers are saying that the lag is not in their race, but it is in my stream, as we are 10 of 26 laps into stage number 2. And there's Justo again up there in 2nd place, as Hollywood's not really jumping out to a demanding lead like he did in that first stage, but we're only around halfway through, not even halfway through. And we'll see how it works out. A lot of lap traffic to get around, of course, when you're dirt racing. So we'll see how that goes. As the little bit of the laggy issue that we're having, it seems to come and go. So we'll see how that works out, as we are halfway through stage number 2. For quality purposes, let me see something. Okay, for stage number 3, we're going to try to accept another invite, see if that fixes our lobby. As the 20 of Trav Nation is going to pull off to the side here. We got Hollywood out there in that lead. But still got those lead lap cars in his rear view. The 11 there, behind that 14 who just dove to the inside. I'm not quite sure if that machine of Trav Nation exited the race early, or if they're just making some pace. As you can see, we got Justo right here in seconds. He's trying to chase down Hollywood. He's not really going away. You see a couple cars down there to the inside. But as always, I appreciate everyone who comes through. Got 3 likes on the stream tonight. It's really appreciative. As this will be Ruthless Racing Series only dirt series race of the circuit. As the rest of the season will be in the Cup cars. And excited for next week, as it'll be Pocono. The tricky triangle serves to be just that, sometimes tricky. And we'll see how those drivers handle that after coming off a week of dirt racing. As we always said, Ruthless Racing was going to be one of those racing leagues that just tries a little of everything. And I think we've proven that with things like the Charlotte Roval, or I'm sorry, the New Hampshire Roval. And we have some other things planned too. We just need to get the right climate to do it. Things like the Atlanta Roval is something we've been interested in. As you see, this battle for the lead starting to come together a little bit. So we'll stay right on board with this action, as just so happens 11 is really trying to get it done against that 2 of Hollywood. As we're at one more lap here in the stage. And I don't know, is Hollywood going to hang on? 11's diving deep one more time down here through 4 for a second, but he's not going to get it, as Hollywood's going to take stage number 2 as well. But that was a much closer race than it was before, as it came down to a little bit of bumping in the last turn, as it almost got done there for Justo. But Hollywood able to hang on, take the second stage. And that'll be Justo in second. Shepard in third, Henson in fourth, and Sticky Renthouse in fifth. Jared moves back one position from first stage to sixth. Typical in seventh. Anxious Yeti a lap down in eighth, but we'll get that lap back here on the pits and so forth. And this stage break is brought to you by SKU-Car. Please check out the description for a Humble Bundle offer, or save $20 off your first purchase on SeatGeek using code SKU-Car at checkout. And as always, thanks to SKU-Car and all of his supporters that come over and help us out over here at Ruthless Racing Series, as we're going to bring you the Ruthless Racing Series right here on Ruthless Racing YouTube channel, as it's going to be stage number 3, Justo and Hollywood on the front row. Hollywood's going to be on the pole as they're going to get going right here for stage number 3. And it's going to be door to door for a little bit, for sure, as it always is on these restarts. And you can see it all ensues behind them, as we're looking at about 45 laps here in the final stage of this one. A lot of laps are looking like 14.5s, 14.3s, somewhere in there. People are running. Sorry, 35 laps remaining here in stage number 3. And Hollywood's back out to that lead. I'm sorry, Justo's took that lead from Hollywood. So here we have a lead change in the final stage in the early goings, and he's riding that high side. He's trying to get it going. He's trying to beat Hollywood on that high side, as 22 kind of gets in the way, gets everything going. Oh, Hollywood's going to get up to the 11 there. We're door to door back through 4, as Hollywood's going to complete it, get the pass, take the lead again, as the 11's hot on his heel, nipping every lap. And it's a good race here to start off stage number 3, as 11's going to get nice and inside of him there, as I was telling you before it even started, as these cars tend to take a little bumping on the corners. Oh, 11 gets a little too low, and is going to allow the 2 of Hollywood to stretch this one out just a little bit further. Welcome to the chat, AC. Please like, subscribe. As always, it's appreciated for you just stopping by. Oh, here's Hollywood. Oh, trying to switch it. I'm trying to get back here, see what's happening with Yeti. He's a little bit behind this battle here. You can get a little look at how these dirt cars go around this track. Oh, a little looseness there on that one. 43 of Jared having a good outing with a top 5 in stage 1, dropped just a little bit out to 6 there in stage number 2. And Bareback has had a rough evening. Also the same for Animal. Typical, not too bad, but I don't think he's gotten up there in the top 5 on any finish, as he's already locked in. Justo, though, really liking where he's sitting. He's still trying to catch that 2, that red and blue 2 up there of Hollywood. Here's Henson as he cracked the top 5 last stage, and he's going to be sitting here battling with Typical. Trav Nation also having that little bit of an undesired evening. Hollywood winning both our first 2 stages. The first stage by a large margin, the second by not so much. Lost the lead for a brief moment here in stage number 3, but some lap traffic had something to say about Justo being up there, and so this has allowed Hollywood to take the lead to this point, kind of stretching out to that stage 1 comfortability now. But Justo did not let off on stage number 2, was able to battle back from a couple mistakes, and so maybe he does have the better car. He just needs to keep it more consistent and possibly get up with Hollywood here towards the later parts of this race, as we're coming down to 21 to go. Be 20 at the line. So 20 to go as they barely get by that car of Animal there, I believe. We'll jump over here to Sticky House. And he started in second, and I believe he has remained in the top 5 both stages, if I'm not mistaken. So good points day for him so far. See if he can hang on to that, as we got 18 to go. As Sticky and Anxious are actually brothers, for anybody that don't know. And you can tell they're driving very similar cars here. And Shepard in that 25 having a good outing tonight as well. I don't think he got the top 5 in stage 1, or he could have possibly been in third both stages. It was something like that. But anyways, good showing for him right now, as he's got Justo. I'm sorry. Not quite sure who that was on his bumper there. As you can see from the view of Jared here, there's a good line of battling going on right here in front of him, as they move Travis out of the way. Just some lap traffic. So no true damage there. Some guys have resorted to wall riding, and that's all okay. That's Ruthless. Typical in this 37. Trying to scavenge a good outing here. He's already locked in. Doesn't really have to worry about that. But, just it's good for your confidence to have a good race. To test yourself out here on the dirt. And this is the guy that is in second, to the best of my knowledge at the moment. As we're coming down to not that many to go. It'll be 10 to go at the line, I do believe. Once again, thanks to everybody who is watching here on Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. This is the Ruthless Racing series from Texas Dirt, as next week we'll be taking on Pocono in the Cup cars, and the rest of our season will be in the Cup cars, for the exception of the All-Star race, pending what the update gives us here on Heat 5. And we are at 10 to go now, as Hollywood is your leader. He has took both of the first 2 stages. As you can see, second place, that is Justo in his rearview mirror. And I don't believe he's going to have it, as Hollywood has stretched the lead out considerable amount since earlier. But yes, when that update comes out for Heat 5, don't miss any of the action. Hit the bell, as we're going to bring you what the update is about on its release. So whenever I download that DLC, whenever it comes out, I'm going to show it to you live, my live reaction, me seeing it for the first time with you right here on Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. But you can see Hollywood, he is just ticking down the laps now, as we are at 6 to go here in this race from Texas Dirt and the late models. And it has been an exciting one at some times. Those restarts have been fairly wild, as we do have some racing going on back here, as we're down to 5 laps to go now. And some of these guys are fighting for their position. Some of these guys are playing on controllers, some of them are not. Some of them are playing on some of the best wheels, and some of them are playing on just a normal wheel that anybody would go by, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of how it is here at Ruthless Racing Series. As we got 3 laps to go, so we're going to try to get back up. Oh, Henson looks to have parked it. Travis just having some issues there in the grass. And this is Hollywood going in. Oh, absolutely wrecked it right here. Sticky having a good outing, but Hollywood is going to just keep that lead, and here he goes around turn number 2, and he has just dominated this race in every single fashion. Justo giving him the true only competition of the race, other than Sticky House in the beginning, starting from the outside pole. But here we go, we got Hollywood coming around for the final time here at the Texas Dirt Track. And yes, it will be Hollywood. That is your winner from Texas Dirt in that 2 car. First 2-time winner here in the Ruthless Racing Series history. But first of the season. But that was our race here from Texas Hollywood, taking it home. Justo did finish in second, Typical in third, Shepard in fourth, Jared in fifth, Anxious Shetty in sixth, Sticky House in seventh, Bareback eighth, Henson ninth, Animal 10th, and Travis in 11th. Hang around, and we will have interviews from the podium, Hollywood, Justo, and Typical. So as I try to get those three drivers in here, please just hang with us just a moment. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for waiting that out. As we're going to wait for Hollywood to get in here, help me get Typical and Justo in here. Hey, Hollywood, you care to add Typical and Justo? If you can. You copy, Hollywood?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, will you add Justo and Typical for me, please?
I will. It's just so happens.
Just so happens. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm just
I
putting
kept
it
calling
out
him
there.
Justo.
Yeah, that's okay. He had a good car.
Yeah.
Uh,
Once again, I want to thank everybody who's out there watching as we're getting ready to do our podium interviews with Typical, Just So Happens, and your winner, Hollywood. But I'd like to do them in third, second, first order. And we're going to see, wait till, there he is. We got Typical in the party now. Typical finishing third out there, challenging dirt race. Once again, appreciate you streaming. All that is appreciated. But what did you like about the dirt race? What do you wish would have went differently for you out there? And how'd you end up in third?
Well, first off, I was running 14 threes and fours in test session, and I go online and run 14 sevens. So I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was the lobby, the game just being dumb, or whatever. And also, dirt race is fun. It's hard to stay off of people when you're trying to race for a spot, and a lot of traffic with people that don't practice at all and just run the laps doesn't help at all either. But I'd pit every time, start like eighth, and try to make and get to the top three, and then eighth and top three all night. So I don't know, it's fun. It's different. I never done the league race in dirt either, so first time. But it was fun. Hollywood had a good car. He had the clean air start up front and pull away before I could get to him. But it was a good race. I enjoyed it kind of.
Well, that's good to hear. I mean, yeah, dirt's a different animal, and that clean air definitely plays a big part in being successful in a dirt race. But did Happens ever join us?
no, he's still in that other party.
Okay. Well,
There he is.
oh, there he is.
What's up?
All right, Happens with us here, finishing second. Gave Hollywood a hell of a battle there in stage number 2. Thought he was going to get it done, but just couldn't nip him there at the end. But good race for you. It seemed like you had a good car. What did you think about the race, and how'd you end up in second?
Well, I come from dirt. Um, I've been running asphalt for a little bit, and then I figured I'd come in and I had a good, strong car. We was pretty close in times. I just had to battle a lot of traffic, so I couldn't stay close to him. I took a little bit of a lead there, and then he come back and take it back. I was, like I said, traffic again.
Yeah, I noticed there in stage 3 you took a brief lead there on Hollywood, but some lap traffic had something to say about it. But just couldn't seem to recover after that. It seemed like you jumped back out there to that stage 1 lead like you had. But you had a good car, a good race for you out there, and thanks for racing with us here at Ruthless.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Can
And
you hear us too?
yeah, I can hear you. It's Hollywood here with us, two-time winner this season, first two-time winner in Ruthless Racing history, and also our league coordinator here for Ruthless Racing. But nonetheless, the winner. So tell us what you did out there, Hollywood, to sweep all those stages and take the win.
Yeah, I mean, it was just about having track position. I didn't pit once throughout the whole race. I felt like the best chance of winning was just staying out front. And Happens had a pretty good car. He started in the back and ran all the way to second in the first stage. So I was a little worried there, but it just turned out to be a race where you really needed clean air, and the clean air helped you move through the traffic because you weren't racing other guys trying to get through the lap cars. And but no, it was fun. I'm glad we did it. It was cool. My first dirt race in the league too, so I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun to bring all the action. It certainly was something different for everybody out there, even me up here. I've only done a couple of dirt races on a stream, and so it was certainly a learning curve for a lot of people out there. But congratulations to you on that win. And,
Yeah, thank you, and good job to Typical and Happens and the rest of the field too. It's a pretty good race. Pretty good race. We've got to work out a few things, but I think if we ever do another one of these races again, it'll just keep getting better.
Yep, that's what I believe too. And but once again, congratulations Hollywood on that win. Congratulations to Happens and Typical on second and third. And to everybody out there, thank you for watching right here, Ruthless Racing Series on Ruthless Racing YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out that description to save a little bit of money. Brought to you by SKU Car. Tune in next Thursday as we take the Cup cars to Pocono with the Tricky Triangle, as that always brings a test of longevity and skill at a track such as Pocono. So as always, I'm your host, B-New Stu, and catch you again next week for the same old action right here on Ruthless Racing YouTube.